There is nothing meaner than telling an ant it can't be a bee. Ah, and Mr. Bee, you can't be a butterfly. Butterfly just got orders. You will never allowed to be a bird. A bird, you'll never going to be an airplane. An airplane? Guess what? You don't get to be a spaceship. This is what we do with people. We have them worship, study, appreciate folks from the past. And we call those folks smart, and then we're supposed to come along and study them and do our best. After all, can anyone write a symphony but Beethoven? Can anyone unearth the majesty of God like King David or the Apostle Paul? So indirectly, we turn to people and tell them, you don't get to be inspired. Not really. But you get to worship those who were inspired. And in so doing, we make inspiration the goal, but we don't let anyone achieve it. Why isn't the Bible continuing? Why isn't the Constitution evolving? Why aren't there people out there who are immersing themselves in trying to find the next great idea? It's because we're sitting around worshiping and building altars and buildings and to celebrate the great ones. The great ones. You know what we need today? We need the great ones as we completely obliterate the possibility of anyone achieving that status by making it seem that this was a one-time thing, you know. You know, the Bible, it was just 40 people got to write it. Don't you write anything. Don't you come up with anything inspirational, because you know it's not going to be as good. When God himself made him, he's accessible. He's not in the heavens. God manifests himself through science. Do we study science? Yes. Therefore, we're studying God. Therefore, everything we discover has a God portion to it. God makes himself known through nature, through the earth around us. Can we get to know that? Of course we can. We can get to know that just as well as Sir Isaac Newton. That brings gravity to the situation. God manifests himself and makes himself real through humanity. Aren't we part of that? There is nothing that is inaccessible to us except what is made inaccessible by those idiots out there who think we're supposed to worship everything instead of participate in it, create, make new things. It's just like the Pope that walked in when Michelangelo was painting the Sistine Chapel, looked up there and said, I was just thinking of something in a beige. That's the way we live. Don't manifest anything beyond what's already been manifested, and don't pretend like the revelation of God, the revelation of life, the revelation of truth, the revelation of democracy is continuing to flow. We weren't made to be worshipers. We were made to be doers of the word of life.